Tonight on WTOP 10 Nightly News, disgraced actor Kevin Spacey is back in a New York courtroom.
And what did you miss over the weekend? We have your weekend recap.
Plus, how SUNY Oswego is celebrating transfer students.
WTOP 10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Scott Brubaker.
And I'm Kaylee Richmond.
Around 1 out of every 3 students here at SUNY Oswego are transfer students. This week, the college is celebrating National Transfer Student Week. To celebrate, the campus is hosting several events and workshops to celebrate and support transfer students.
Activities kicked off tonight with transfer student trivia. The fun continues with a Donuts and Cider career coach meet and greet tomorrow and a transfer degree review workshop on Thursday. The week will wrap up transfer treats relaxation session on Friday.
And right here at WTOP, our own Kaylee Richmond is a transfer student from Onondaga Community College.
Yes, this is my first semester here at SUNY Oswego and I'm really enjoying it. I was very nervous at first to put myself out there, but so far it's paying off and I really enjoy being a student here.
Well, we are glad to have you,
Thank
Kaylee.
you.
So the Children's Center of Oswego here on campus is now accredited by the National Association for the Education of Young Children. To earn NACE accreditation, the Children's Center had to meet 10 different program standards, as well as hundreds of corresponding individual criteria. The Children's Center, located in Sheldon Hall, has been providing child care for the Oswego community since 1970.
Your feedback might win you a $500 gift card. The Office of Sustainability is asking students, faculty, and staff to check their emails to complete a survey about possible eco-friendly practices. To encourage more survey participants, the Office of Sustainability will give away a $500 gift certificate to Murdoch's Bicycles and Sports to one lucky winner. Students and faculty are encouraged to check their emails for a link to the survey.
Are you a student in need of a professional headshot? If so, the Oswego Photography Club is hosting a free headshot night tomorrow at 7 p.m. The program will include more than just taking pictures. It will also teach students what headshots can be used for. The program will be in MCC room 231 and everyone is welcome to attend. More information can be found on the Photography Club Instagram page.
Due to the high levels of COVID-19 in Oswego County Humane Society's Furball Gala is being rescheduled. The Humane Society provides services to promote and strengthen human-animal bonds through adoption and fostering programs. The event was set for this Saturday, October 22nd. The Humane Society's Home for the Holidays event will go on as planned on December 17th.
The cancellation comes as the CDC is recommending people mask up once again here in Oswego County. The announcement comes after Syracuse area hospitalization rose 32% over the past 7 days. Masking recommendations are now based on 3 factors: COVID hospitalizations, hospital capacity, and new COVID cases. On top of mask recommendations in Oswego County, the CDC is recommending that Americans get modified booster shots that target the Omicron variants.
SUNY Oswego Storytelling class is presenting the 7th annual Oswego Town Rural Cemetery Ghost and History Storytelling Tour. The event is set for Saturday, October 29th. Due to the popularity of the event, it will be separated into a 2-part format to ensure the best possible guest experience. Throughout the event, guests will hear stories from important SUNY Oswego figures, including founder Edward Austin Sheldon, Dr. Mary Walker, and more. Admission is free, but tickets are required. You can reserve your free tickets by emailing tickets@sunyoswego.edu.
And our nightly news has been off the air since last Thursday.
Here's what you missed in local news since then. It's time for a weekend recap. Oswego Mayor Billy Barlow hosted a ribbon-cutting ceremony to celebrate the opening of a skate park on Saturday, October 15th. This event featured a live DJ, a food truck, local vendors, and pro skaters like Anthony Shetler, Billy Drone, Corey Goonan, and more. The newly opened skate park is located at 1911 Onondaga Street and the dead end behind the Simeon DeWitt apartment building.
The Oswego County Legislature is taking action to clean up a smelly situation. The group announced a deal on Friday to clean up the Volney ethanol plant, which locals say is giving off unpleasant odors. The deal with ethanol plant owner Addis Biofuels will sell the company to a new owner. People in the town of Volney describe the smell as similar to burnt corn or burning plastic. Residents can breathe easy knowing the issue is being addressed. And in state news, disgraced actor Kevin Spacey testified in a New York courtroom today, saying he never made a sexual pass at actor Anthony Rapp. Rapp is suing Spacey, claiming the actor tried to take him to bed while he was just 14 years old. When Spacey was asked about Rapp's claims, Spacey said the allegations are not true. Allegations of assault came up against Spacey first in 2017 during the beginning of the Me Too movement.
The state of New York is cracking down on catalytic converter theft. Governor Hochul signed legislation today that restricts the purchase, sale, and possession of catalytic converters by vehicle dismantlers and scrap processors. Hochul says this move is part of an effort to keep public safety her top priority. The bill will require dealers to keep records of converters and report the amount they have every 60 days. The bill will go into effect in spring of 2023.
And here in Oswego, it's been getting even colder as we get closer to the end of the month. Our Storm Team 10 Chief Meteorologist Evan Bedron is outside the Marano Campus Center. Evan, should we get our winter coats out for this week?
Thanks, Scott. And maybe for the overnight hours, you do want to get that heavy jacket out. But for during the day, we can see temperatures maybe in the low 50s, mid 50s. As we go throughout the week, we can see temperatures rise into the mid to upper 50s. And by the time Parents' Weekend rolls along, we can see temperatures in the lower 60s with sunny skies returning. Throughout this week, we can see cloudy, gloomy skies with rain in the area for the most part. But again, as you head into Parents' Weekend, we can see those sunny skies return to the area. Your full forecast coming up after the break.
All right, thanks, Evan. Later tonight, President Biden launches applications for the federal student loan forgiveness.
And the U.S.-China rivalry worsens. More on that coming up right after the break.
Hi, I'm Megan.
And I'm Donna.
And this is the Sunset Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s.
Let's go, girls.
Uggs and low-rise jeans.
Together.
One of the boys. Boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy, shebangy, shebangy.
Welcome to the burial ground. The most must-see also in all of sports entertainment.
Welcome back to the Kind of Lake Show, where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw him get up.
I did that.
It's a winner, and I did bring a sweater for everyone.
There you go! I know your dreams. You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued.
Pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Welcome back to WTOP. I'm your Storm Team 10 Chief Meteorologist Evan Bedron. Here, a quick look at our weather headlines. You can't see a wet week ahead, but this will be mainly on and off showers throughout the day. Nothing prolonged like we've seen today, except for maybe Wednesday in the PM hours. You can't see decreasing temperatures. Again, overnight hours, we can't see those temperatures get into the upper 30s. But as you get closer into the weekend, we can see those temperatures increase into the mid to upper 50s, and on Saturday into the lower 60s. We can see breezy conditions the next few days. Winds generally be in the teens with some gusts into the lower 20s. And again, a sunny Parents' Weekend ahead, so if your parents are coming up, maybe don't need those winter jackets out here. And taking a quick look at our surface map, we can see the cold front that did bring cold air to our area throughout the day today, bringing those cool temperatures into our area. To our north, we can see a low pressure system which gave us those the rain today, maybe the rain tomorrow too, and that jet stream, we can see a dip into the Ohio River Valley as it heads back up north, bringing that cold air from Canada to our area, along with those gusty winds. And taking a quick look at tonight's forecast, we can see 10 p.m. cloudy conditions with the rain moving out of the area. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. 3 a.m. we can see clouds start to move out of the area as temperatures move into the upper 30s to low 40s. And 7 a.m. as you head out the door to work or class, we can see temperatures in the upper 30s. So as you head out the door, make sure to grab a coat as you send those kids off to school. We can see, or you maybe want to send out with a heavy jacket or a light jacket depending on where they are going. And for tomorrow, we can see temperatures in the upper 60s, breezy. We can see a south wind of 10 to 14 miles per hour with gusts into the lower 20s. And taking a quick look at our sweep forecast as you head off the bed tonight, you may want to bring that heavy blanket to bed with you, along with turning that heat on and some hot coffee as you head out the door tomorrow morning. And taking a quick look at our extended forecast, we can see Tuesday. Temperatures in the low 50s, cloudy skies with a low around 38, chance of showers around 30%. That'll mainly be around 2 p.m. Wednesday, we can see temperatures in the mid or upper 40s to low 50s, low around 37. And as you head later into your week, heading into the weekend, we can see temperatures reach to the low 50s. And then as you head into Saturday, we can see those temperatures reach to the lower 60s. Back to you guys at the desk.
The House Selection Committee is investigating the January 6th Capitol riot is wrapping up their work.
A member of the panel says it plans to finish its work by the end of December, but it's not done yet, as Amy Kiley reports.
All select committees, including this one, are created for the life of that Congress.
The January 6th House panel is winding down, but it's not done yet.
We're in a position in the very near future to call the witnesses from the Secret Service back in.
Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren says the committee wants to hear from former Secret Service Assistant Director Tony Ornato. Then White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson testified. He told her about then-President Donald Trump's behavior on January 6th. Her secondhand account is that Trump's protectors told him not to go to the Capitol, and he lunged at one of them in anger. Meanwhile, here's new insight about what lawmakers discussed that day.
There was some suggestion that we reconvene the Congress off-site. Unanimously, all of us believed that was not what we were going to do.
Now, almost 2 years later, some people still baselessly deny the 2020 presidential election results.
There's plenty of evidence. We had 740,000 ballots with no chain of custody.
That's not true, according to numerous judges, election officials, and politicians of both parties. But as the midterms approach,
will you accept the results of your election in November?
I'm going to win the election, and I will accept that result.
If you lose, will you accept that?
I'm going to win the election, and I will accept that result.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The House Select Committee has unanimously voted to subpoena Trump. If he refuses, the panel could send the Justice Department a criminal referral of contempt, but ultimately, the matter is up to the DOJ.
Eligible borrowers of federal student loans can now apply for student debt forgiveness. Borrowers can access the application on the Department of Education's website. For now, the form does not require any supporting documents, but the Department of Education may ask for additional information at a later date. On Monday, President Biden reiterated his commitment to helping the middle class through this program.
But I want to be clear who's going to benefit the most. Working people, the middle class. If you earn less than $125,000 a year, you'll get up to $10,000 knocked off your student debt. If you earn less than $125,000 a year and you receive the Pell Grant, you'll get up to an additional $10,000 knocked off that debt, so $20,000 in relief.
Borrowers will receive an email confirmation after they submit their application form. They will also be notified once it's approved, and the results will be sent to the company servicing their student loan.
The U.S. is projected to have 34 out of the 100 top universities in the world by next year. But a British education tracker called Times Higher Education shows that America is sliding down the ranks while China is rising up. The number of Chinese universities on the list rose from 2 to 7. The amount of federal money being put toward American research and development is also at a 7-decade low, whereas China has been investing heavily over the past decade.
And China's President Xi Jinping is set to secure a record-breaking third term as China's supreme leader. In his 2-hour speech, Xi announced his plans for the invasion of Taiwan. The president says his country will never promise to stop using force. He also warned against foreign interference in Chinese affairs. The U.S.-China relationship is only expected to worsen as President Joe Biden pledged to defend Taiwan in case of a Chinese invasion back in September.
Russia is starting this week with a wave of kamikaze drone strike in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv. At least 4 people were killed after the drone hit an apartment block. One of the victims was pregnant. This video shows a policeman taking aim at kamikaze drone as it rains down on Kyiv. Ukrainian authorities say that Russians were targeting Kyiv's energy infrastructures, but one hit a residential building nearby, killing at least 1 person.
And coming up, a Mega Million ticket is worth $500 million. What state landed the winning ticket?
And in today's Health Minute, there's a new way to get hearing aids. We'll be right back.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. Here's the latest in your health and consumer news. After weeks after Hurricane Ian hit the Fort Myers area, the life of someone there will change forever, in a good way. On Friday, a lottery ticket sold to a local 7-Eleven that matched the 6 numbers in the Mega Millions. The ticket is worth nearly $500 million. Mega Millions officials say it is the 11th largest amount of money in the history of the game.
Elon Musk took to Twitter on Saturday, saying he will continue funding Ukraine for Starlink satellite services. Musk's company SpaceX warned the Pentagon and Ukraine that it might stop funding services unless it receives payments. Musk is being heavily criticized for proposing a peace plan with Russia that would make Ukraine give up the city of Crimea. The Starlink satellite is helping Ukraine stay connected, even though Russia destroyed their cell towers. A top Ukrainian official credits the company for helping them survive the war.
Millions of Americans that are suffering from hearing loss will now be able to order hearing aids in stores and online. A new FDA rule that is allowing devices to be sold without prescription goes into effect today. Mandy Gaither has more on what experts are saying about the rule in today's Health Minute.
It's a long-awaited rule change now in effect. For the first time, people with mild to moderate hearing loss can get devices to help directly from a store or online, making them more affordable.
The average cost of a pair of hearing aids in the past was about $4,500. I mean, so put that perspective, that means for the average American, a pair of hearing aids could be your third largest material purchase in life after a house and a car.
Now, you don't have to visit a hearing health professional and don't have to have a custom fitting, bringing down the cost. But health experts say there are some things to keep in mind. First, get your hearing tested before heading to a store. That will let you know your hearing levels and help determine whether your hearing loss is caused by a condition that may not require a hearing aid like wax buildup. Next, know what you're buying. Experts say a return policy is crucial. The FDA rule says the policy has to be plainly stated on the packaging, but extended return policies are up to the stores. Check the product's warranty, whether it covers maintenance and repairs, and look for the words OTC or over-the-counter hearing aid on the package. If the product doesn't say that, it's not an FDA-regulated device.
By the market opening up now, there's a lot of opportunity for companies to meet consumers where they are rather than where we want them to be, which is what the model previously dictated.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Experts urge anyone with questions to get in touch with an audiologist.
On Sunday, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue was called the Pink House. The White House was lit up magenta to honor Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Every October, people band together to support breast cancer patients, survivors, and research. The Biden administration says reducing cancer deaths is a key issue administration and its Cancer Moonshoot initiative.
NBA and Basketball Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo is in the process of receiving treatment for a brain tumor in Atlanta. The league says the 56-year-old is in good spirits and is getting the best care possible. Mutombo is described by many as the world's greatest humanitarian who focuses on bringing health care to those in need, including his native country of the Congo. And here in Lakers sports, we have our very own Alex Brooks.
Alex, besides seeing you as an analyst for this weekend's women's hockey game, what else can we look forward to in athletics?
Thanks, guys. Oswego hockey is back. Fall sports conclude at the turf, and NFL and MLB postseason at the same time. All this and more after the break.
Now it is time for Black Card Revoke. Like, what's this apology about now?
At least that's what I feel like. I don't know. I thought it was cute. You know?
I thought it was too.
Yeah. Okay, so what about this black lace ensemble? You did a little song.
Yeah, I see it.
You did a little something. Yes.
I'm gonna figure it out though. But it won't
Breathe to the swag.
Yeah.
Megan.
And I'm Donna.
And this is the Sunset Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s.
Let's go, girls.
Uggs and low-rise jeans.
Together.
One of the boys. Boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy.
Welcome back to the Kind of Lake Show where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw him get up.
I did that. I can't.
It's a winner, and I did bring a sweater for everyone.
There you go! I know your dreams. You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued.
pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Welcome back to WTOP 10. I'm Alex Brooks with your sports report, and let us get right into it. Oswego hockey is back in the Deb for the first time since their SUNYAC semifinal victory in March. This past Saturday, the men's hockey team hosted the Stevenson University Mustangs for their first preseason matchup of the season. The Mustangs scored first, but the Lakers would score quickly with a Tyler Flack deflection goal to nod the score at 1. The score would remain tied going into the third period, but goals by Connor Smart and Tyler Flack would seal the win for the Lakers 3-1 over Stevenson. The Lakers will face Carleton Place this Saturday for their last preseason matchup, with the regular season starting next week. From the rink to the turf, Oswego women's soccer wrapped up their final home game of the season with the matchup against the Oneonta Red Dragons. The Lakers would be in a tightly contested game, with defense being the spotlight for both teams. In the first half, Oswego would only have 4 shots, but none of them ended up being on goal. The first and only goal of the game would come from Gianna Gritzmacher of Oneonta with just over 5 minutes left in the game. The Lakers would fall to 7-5-3 with the loss and below 500 in the conference. As fall sports comes to a close, the MLB Division Series is coming to a close, with the Yankees forcing a Game 5 winner-go-home tonight at Yankee Stadium. Following a walk-off base hit by Oscar Gonzalez in Game 3, the Yankees sent Garrett Cole to the mound to help them send this series to New York. Cole pitched 7 two-run innings, allowing only 6 hits. The Yankees offense was able to score 4 runs with the help of Harrison Bader, who hit a 2-run home run in the top of the second. It's currently in a rain delay for Game 5, as the winner will head to Houston to face the Astros. Frank Sinatra is singing New York, New York, as along with the Yankees winning on Sunday, the Bills, Jets, and Giants were all victorious in their matchups, as something is brewing in the Big Apple. Starting off with the Giants, they were able to take the win at home against the Ravens with a clinching strip sack from Kayvon Thibodeau to win 24-20. The Jets pulled off the upset against Green Bay Packers in Lambeau, 27-10, and the Bills got their payback against the Chiefs, winning 24-20 in Arrowhead. But make sure to stay with us. We're celebrating a national holiday after the break.
I love you.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple?
Chop the pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Before we go tonight, we wanted to wish you all a happy National Pasta Day.
To celebrate here at TOP, we all have some of my housemates' bacon and broccoli pasta mixed with my grandpa's firehouse mac and cheese recipe.
Ooh.
So give it a taste. Let's go. Oh, it's delicious.
Oh my God.
All right, that's our report for tonight. Be sure to stay tuned for On Deck.
Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a great night.